y'all say? It is scary being a woman living here in the USA. Women are getting unalived because they want to leave relationships. Women is being deformed because they want to leave a relationship. Women are being unalived because they don't even want to give some of you guys their phone number. Women are being attacked because they don't want to give you their phone number. Who raised some of you? It is scary that 2 letters N and O could trigger some of you guys to the point of wanting to harm someone. Move on. Move on. If she say no, somebody else is gonna may tell you yes. Move on. Move around. But it is scary here in the USA being a woman. Being dehumanized, being called out your name, disrespected because of 2 letters N and O. It is scary. Sometimes I just be getting both my phone number just because I don't even want to go through the hassle of problems, and I get some with a smile. And that's crazy. But living here in the USA, it is, as a woman, scary.
Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Rule Well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noah's in his gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever they may be. This is just a quick lesson through the spirit. A long, crazy day. So Salakia. But it says, wait until Jacob's trouble Eve. As you know, this woman is basically saying how women are being unalived because for the simple fact they're turning men down. Well, it's more of a how are you turning men down? And it's more of a pride factor, as a lot of women pride themselves on shitting on men. All right, shitting on men and trying to be of a certain caliber over men. Like, it's the spirit that this has come out, because I was just at work and I came into the office today and there's females in there that work in our particular suite, and they was asking questions about like male preference and what they would settle for and all this other shit. And I'm just like, well, a lot of you have unreasonable standards and you shouldn't have it, okay? Because a lot of your caliber is really not worth what you expected in tandem for the man to be. So of course you get this feminism shit and all this other madness about, I'm not gonna settle and all this and this and that, okay? But at the same time, look at who's settling for you. All right, like this person here, she's like, we call a spade a spade. She's in no type of position to give any type of advice on who to turn who down, man. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that she doesn't have a man or probably wouldn't want to find one, whoever. Somebody may date her. Shit, hey, according to Esau, there's somebody for everybody, right? Which, whatever. We don't adhere to those standards. But regardless of all that shit, man, it's a pride thing with you women, man, all right? And like the title said, waiting till Jacob's trouble Eve. You think that men are gung-ho now? Wait till Jacob's trouble when the lights go out. Because you got to understand that, and they brought it out. They said that 80% of the women are sleeping with 20% of the men. Okay, so that means that 80% of the men aren't getting no, or 80% of the men ain't getting no box or no kuba. All right, they're spending money on women. They're taking them out on dates just to be left in the mud at the end of the day. And a lot of men are not doing that shit no more, man. Okay, you got to understand that a lot of these men are emotionally unhinged these days because they've grown up with tainted parents, okay, or tainting parenting. Okay, especially the men that grew up with single women. A lot of times when a guy like this nigga Tupac said, he said, if you grow up with a single parent, which is a mother, then by default, you're going to have emotional tendencies because that's a learned behavior. Okay, you don't have the luxury of learning both sides. Or if you don't have the luxury of learning both sides of parenting, then you're not going to get the other half that you need. Okay, when you grow up with a woman in the house, she makes all the decisions. You know, she's the primary authoritative in the house. She's argumentative. She's very emotional. Then when the guy grows up, that's all he's gonna know is to be reactive instead of proactive. He's just gonna be reactive to everything. You know, like Jake used to get into fights all the time in elementary school because of mama jokes. And you know what? Jake gets so emotional over their mama because they didn't have no daddies in the home, man. Whether the nigga walked out or the woman ran him off, which is usually the case, you know, or she don't know who the baby daddy is. Oftentimes, you know, Jake grows up in these single parent households. So fast forward, now you got a bunch of basically women with dicks walking around here, man. Okay, and this is why you have crash out culture. Okay, they don't have both sides of the spectrum. This is why the scriptures say that the curse of the mother uprooted foundations, but the blessing of the father established households, man. Okay, so she's talking all this psychobabble about how women are getting unalive. Well, you're getting unalive because of disrespect, all right? And it's just the reality of it is this hookup culture. You got counsel culture, and you bitches, you like to counsel men based on minute shit. Okay, one chick was telling me, she said, well, you know, it was this one guy, he was nice, he was cool, but I started talking to him, he had a speech impediment, and then he had a George Jefferson. And I'm just like, what? So I'm like, that's the reason to write a guy off, because he come with a certain look or a certain feel. You know, just the superficial shit, you know, and that thing, I'm not settling, but what if somebody feels the same way about you? They don't want to settle for you and what you bring to the table. Then all of a sudden, now there's a double standard. So it's really the fucking hypocrisy of it all, okay? Jake is a bunch of goddamn hypocrites, man, at the end of the day. But anyway, into what she was saying, this is the book of Isaiah 32, and I'm going to start at verses 2. It says, and a man should be as a hiding place from the wind. And it's talking about an Israelite man, okay? Because like I said, you got a lot of sissy boys running around here, a lot of men that think they're tough or appear to be tough, but they're not tough. Okay, most of these guys that's in gangs and all this so-called masculine energy that these niggas portray, beating up one another, shooting one another, that ain't really masculinity, man. Okay, they're just masking a bunch of hurt individuals that have grown up with single women, man. Okay, see, we've been taught growing up that being aggressive is masculine, and in some cases, they are. You, like I said, you have a particular emotion for every reaction. Okay, now, masculinity or aggression can be a form of masculinity if it's applied appropriately. Okay, like when it's time to throw down, or you're fighting for your life, or you may be in some type of situation, then yes, it calls for you to be the aggressor, because aggression is based on a fight or flight response and a survival method, right? But when you just aggressive just for the fuck of it because somebody looks at you wrong, that's not the spirit to be in, and that's a bunch of these jakes out here. This is why, when you go out to the bars or you go out to any social event and you got a bunch of niggas there, you notice the tension is real thick, because everybody is sizing each other up because of the femininity that's been put in these men. Okay, you can literally look over at a table full of jakes and you may be checking out a dude's shoes, or you may think he got a dope hoodie on, or you may like the watch or the chain he's wearing. He'll look at you like you trying to size him up, man, not knowing that you giving a dumbass nigga a compliment. Okay, so those men in Jacob's trouble, they're gonna be written out the picture, because men like that, they will not last too much longer. Okay, because like I said, there ain't nothing but women with penises, man. All right, but it says, and a man should be as a hiding place from the wind, and a cover from the tempest, as the rivers of water in a dry place, and as a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And that weary land is talking about America, because the scriptures say that eventually the gathering would not come. Okay, because when these particular bureaucracies shut down, and these places that elevate the woman to be over the man, eventually things are going to resort back to its natural habitat. Okay, all that queen boss bitch shit, that's getting ready to be a thing of the past real soon. Trust me, all right? This is why you have these red pill guys, and you have a lot of women coming on these red pill shows, basically agreeing with the men, because they know deep down in their spirit that a day of reckoning is coming, all right? And we're reading about it, and it says here, in the eyes of them that should, it says, in the eyes of them that see should not be dim, and the ears of them that hear should hearken right. And it's talking about those women, and even them jakes in some cases, that's gonna come around to the word, man. Okay, because it's not gonna be a thing based on how you look, your height, You got to have a certain grade of hair. You got to drive a certain vehicle. Because right now, all those are flexing points that women use against men. So therefore, men are overly competitive with one another. Okay, this nigga get a new Hellcat SRT. He gets a new Challenger. Okay, he's 6'3", he's 6'5", he's 5'8". So there's a pot of confusion there, right? But in the days we coming into, it ain't gonna matter if you got a George Jefferson. Okay, it ain't gonna matter if you 5'7" or 5'6" or 250 pounds and obese. Okay, which technically, you know, brothers, we encourage you to get yourselves in shape, but we do understand that, you know, certain weight discrepancies come with health issues, man. We understand that certain health issues causes weight discrepancies, man. You know, like thyroids being out of tandem, out of balance. You know, you may have heart problems. Okay, you can have your nervous system is off, which cause all slew of health problems, man. You know, so a lot of times brothers are obese is because it's underlining health factors that's contributing to the obesity. Okay, but to say this, we coming into the time that none of that's gonna matter. Okay, the only thing that's gonna matter is if you're a man of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and that's what these women are gonna start gravitating to. They're gonna start coming around the men of the Lord. All right, so hey, brothers, stocks are getting ready to increase. Okay, that woman that put you on child support 20 years ago and took all your money, or that woman you was with that left your ass for another man, or because, you know, you wasn't the man no more, hey, eventually they're gonna have to come right back around. Everything comes full circle. Okay, these gonna be the same chicks beating down your door talking about, Biggie, give me another chance. Nah, bitch, you didn't hedge your chance, you didn't blew it. Because in their mindset, the grass is always greener on the other side. Okay, like she mentioned, the N to the O. Well, I mean, unfortunately, this is the world we live in. All right. Now, women, technically, you should be married. All right. Virgins and being wifed up by men, married. But see, a lot of you come with baggage, too. So the man is like, who the fuck are you to tell me no when you just pop 30 dudes, man? But then you got to question that man's logic as to why you want to talk to a chick that slept with 60 dudes, man. Okay. Where's your self-esteem at? You see? But it says here, the heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the knowledge is this truth. And the tongue of the stammerer shall be ready to speak plainly, and the vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl to be bountiful. It says, for the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity to practice hypocrisy, man. All right, because this world is full of hypocrisy. All right, like I mentioned, Jake is a bunch of blatant hypocrites. You know, Jake say one thing and do another. It's always a double standard. I do to me, but you do to me, but I can't do to you. Prime example, right? Let's just say if you had men that was putting women on child support in record numbers, oh, these women have been crashed out. Why you doing this to me? How can you do this to me? But yet she'll go down there and feed you to them hyenas without remorse, man. You know? And you think she's gonna hear your pleading? Well, you know, I need help. I can't do it all. She gonna look at you like, oh, well, that ain't my problem. But see, it's coming to a time that the tables are getting ready to turn. Okay, because come 2025, hey, this may be a whole new America, man. All right. But it says here, I'm gonna rise up at 9. It says, but rise up, ye women that are at ease, and hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. And who's the speech of the Heavenly Father? The prophets, man. Okay. We speak the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. And you people are getting ready to find that out, because now you got this whole slew of UFO madness that Esau is calling drones. But he's afraid to put the truth out there. Okay, because even within the midst of that, there's a lot going on, because I'm not negating that chariots are popping up on these elites. I know they are. But at the same time, Esau is playing off the disinformation he's putting out there on people, because they're getting ready to do something, man. Like we mentioned, the whole Project Bluebeam and the fake staging of the alien invasion. Hey, Esau is up to something, man. Okay, and he's going to use these situations and basically use them for nefarious purposes, man. But overall, the prophets told you this. All right. But it says here, many days and years shall you be troubled, ye careless women, for the venture to fail and the gathering should not come. And that's going into your, you know, your child support, your jobs, you know, because right now, you know, you plush. You got the money, you got the careers, you got the credit, you know, all these conveniences are masking the indiscrepancies inside your spirits, man. You know, so therefore, you know, you get these careers, you get these jobs, and then you're able to use that as a flex, but deep down inside you through. So what happens once all the makeup wash away? then your true colors are revealed. Because Jacob's trouble is gonna, hey, we gonna say it again. Jacob's trouble is gonna test who's real and who's not, man. Okay? All the Jakes in here that's been playing games and going on these Christian podcasts and allowing these Christians to come on your Hebrew Israelite talk shows. Hey, the Lord is getting ready to shut all that shit down, man. Okay, you got Israelites sitting down with Vocab Malone, like, what, for what? Okay, you know his stance on us, man. So why you even giving this guy the time of day? Even though that's a little bit off topic, but it gets the point that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is getting ready to test the fabric of you men out here, man, that call yourselves prophets. Even we getting ready to be put through the test, man. Okay, because it's my everyday prayer that Yahweh Shem Yahushua keep us from the hour of temptation, man. Okay, I pray that I pass the test. I pray that the Lord keep me from that wicked, evil day, the hour of temptation, man. You know, I pray that the Lord put the spirit on me to stand up bold and be a man in that day. Because, see, Satan is tricky, man. You know, he'll throw these little convenience at you. People will be nice to you. And before you know it, you let your guard down and you start thinking, oh, shit, people ain't that bad. Fuck all that, man. You got to be Clark Kent. You know, like this one chick, man, I was working. And, you know, women are fucking catty, man. You know, because, you know, shit, when you have a certain spirit on you, women gravitate to that. So, you know, women that I work around when I do go in office, you know, they don't really have they kind of careful around me. They don't really overly step their boundaries, you know. And most of them, you know, I ain't tooting my own horn, but most of them, you know, they be liking Jake for real. And one chick was like, chicks be flirting with you, all this type shit. And you know, I'm like, look, man, deep in my spirit, I'm like, what y'all don't understand is that I'm feeding y'all guile. Like, I don't fuck with none of y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm doing what I have to do to keep my head on the wraps. Because if I really say how I really feel about you people, then, you know, it'd have been another problem. So I try to be PG with people, you know, engage in little conversations. Here's called playing a fucking role, man. All right? But I don't want to talk to you people. You just play the goddamn role. But don't lose yourself within playing that role. Because, hey, the minute you lose yourself, hey, you out of here, man. So we always got to keep that edge on us, man. Always ask the Lord to keep that vigor in your spirit to some degree, to keep your mindset fixated on what's ahead, because this shit is getting ready to go down, man. All right, but it says here, tremble ye women that are at ease, and be troubled ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird up sackcloth upon your loins, man. Y'all getting ready to be humble, and they shall lament for the teats and for the pleasant fields and for the fruitful vines, man. Okay, so hey, y'all getting ready to be humbled in a great way. All right, but anyway, this wasn't going to be too long. Giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The Lord's will, you were edified. To the next lesson. Shalom.